Na štai, brangus Ajurvedos klubo, vedų mylėtojo klubo nariai, ką aš žadėjau jums, šiandien pristatau labai garbingą svečią iš Indijos, Pandiečiminėjo prorektorių iš Haridvaro universiteto. Dėl to, nežinau, mums pasisekė ar nepasisekė, bet jis sutiko labai, svečiuodamasis pas mus Lietuvoje, sutiko pasakoti jums truputį apie Akadašą, apie Gangos atėjimo šventę ir truputį papasakos apie savo universitetiško kelias. So, please, our members of Vedic Lovers Club are very keen to know about the university you are coming from, a little story.
So my pranams to all the members of the Vedic Lovers Group, and my special pranams to Swamiji, who is sitting next to me. And we are right now here in the auspicious settings of Vilnius on a very sacred day. Just yesterday we had Makar Sankranti and start of the Prayag Mela. Swamiji has asked me to share a few things about the importance and significance of this event, and especially in the context of Ganga and also in the context of the organization that I represent, Gayatri Parivar. I will start from, because the people who are listening are the members of the Vedic Wisdom Group. We will start with the correlation between Ganga and Gayatri, because I am representing the Gayatri Parivar, which has had a long association with a very beautiful Parivar of Swamiji here in Gayatri Vilnius. Gayatri, as most of the lovers would know, it says Gayana Prananam Prayate Sa Gayatri. The power that protects the prana is called Gayatri. If we read the Puranas, it says Gataram Prayate Asman Gayatri Tena Giyate. That Gayatri is that power that takes us to the other side of the Bhavasagar. There are, in spite of it looking two different entities, in real sense Ganga and Gayatri are the same. The day of the Ganga Dashera is also the day of Gayatri Jayanti, the same day when Ganga decided to come on this planet after the arduous efforts of Rishi Bhagirath, who, to repay the sins of the sins committed by the Sagar Saputras, have decided to do the penance to repay what was committed by them, and then eventually Ganga decided to come because of his tapasic efforts. It was on the same day when Ganga decided to come, when the Gayatri Jayanti is celebrated. Ganga, we say, is the Tripath Gamini, that there are three Gangas. There is not one Ganga. There is one Ganga on this Lok, Bhulok, as we say. There is one Ganga on the Swargalok, which we call as the Akash Ganga. There is one Ganga in the Lok below us, which we call as the Patala Ganga. So Ganga is flowing in all three dimensions. And equally, they say Gayatri is Tripada. Gayatri also has got 3 foot. And the 3 foot are the 3 foots of Pavitrata, Prakharata and Parishkar. One is representing to purify the sins that we have knowingly or unknowingly committed from the tapasic efforts, Bhargo. Second is the Prakharata, which is the Devasya, enlightening my path. And third is the Parishkar. We are asking for the Sadbuddhi, we are asking for the righteous knowledge, so we can always continue to walk on a path of embellishment and refinement. So Ganga and Gayatri, in spite of looking different, and different entities are essentially the same. And this day is of greatest significance because only from today, Makar Sankranti Mela, as per the calendar of Lithuania, is being celebrated. When the Kumbh Mela would start in the sacred city of Allahabad, Prayag. As Prayag is the place where Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati are meeting. And it is one of those 4 holy cities, including the Haridwar, the place where I come from, Nasik and Ujjain, where every 12 years this auspicious gathering takes place in a very particular time of celestial movement, because the time is very right. What from the Lokik point of view and alokik point of view, the time is very right, and that time this happens where millions of people gather to celebrate this auspicious circumstances. And in Allahabad, in Prayag, this event is taking place right now. And Kumbh is of greatest importance. Kumbh is of greatest importance because every 12 year all the notable scholars of Vedic wisdom, they gather at one place to decide that how with the changing time we can interpret the scriptures in a very contemporary setting. I remember a story of Acharya Shankar when he came for the Kumbh. The people from Jaisalmer, he came, and the people from Jaisalmer is the area which has the biggest desert in India. And they asked him a question. They asked a question that we come from Jaisalmer, we come from a very deserted area. We don't have Ganga there. And you say that if you take a dip and bath in Ganga, then sins would be purified. And how would we do that? He said, if you plant 12 trees, then you will get the same punya as taking a bath in Ganga. So it was a clear example of interpreting the scriptures for a purpose of the social reform. So this is a very right time, very beautiful time. And in addition to that, I would like to say also a few words about the special day of Ekadashi tomorrow, because that's a very coming in a very special time, both from the point of view of the Jyotish and also point of view of the current climate of the consciousness. Because in the time of the current consciousness, if anyone would like to see, we are seeing a very picture of disillusionment, dissatisfaction, conflict, confusion, hatred, disharmony. Everyone seems to be afraid and scared. Even nations are afraid that there could be another world war. Scientists are afraid that there could be an apocalyptic end to the humanity. And individuals are afraid that, what could be the path of my human aspiration and persuasion. People can have the money, but they don't have the satisfaction. People have the prosperity, but no contentment. Whatever I'm saying, if people want to make the notice of it, they don't need to read a scientific paper, and there is no need for them to check any other information. If they just have asked themselves, hand on the heart, and ask that if now we have got everything, now we have got the money, are we really happy? Are we truly satisfied? Do we really have the lives as we pretend over the Facebook? And you can ask anyone. You can go from Alaska to Azerbaijan, you can go from Korea to Karnataka, but you would find the same answer, that people have got too much extravagance in their life, but the real meaning and purpose of the life is missing. It's just not there. It's not there because for long we have been dreaming a dream from which we are just waking up. A dream that if we just give money to every single soul, then they would be happy and satisfied. And it's not there because money can ease our struggle, but once the questions of the struggle are subsided, once people have got, they have ensured that they don't have to struggle for their survival, then the real questions of the life start to emerge. Their survival for what? Then people start to search for the meaning. And this is the time for us to remember that without finding a meaning, purpose, an agenda and motive in the life becomes just like a check box and tick box that we have completed, but nothing significant we have earned in our life. So all three paths are now merging together at a very special occasion where Ganga, Gayatri, Ekadashi all are coming at the same point. And Ekadashi specifically because I know Swamiji, and we met on the day of Ekadashi. All the 3 times he came to our ashram, every time there had been Ekadashi. So I consider this Ekadashi to be very special because we consider him more than a family to us. He is like a member of heart to us, and we are most thankful to him for his continuing efforts and continuing, motivation and inspiration to us in all these times. The place I come from is another home of Swamiji in India. It's a very small and humble place in holy city of Haridwar. We have 110 million members and 5,000 centers worldwide. The headquarter of which is located in Haridwar in a place called Shanti Kunj. Shanti as most of you would know, means peace. Kunj means garden, so it's a garden of peace. Maybe outside you won't find the garden, but inside the heart of the people, there certainly is the peace. And it was started, the speaking movement was started by a great scholar of India, Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya, who for 42 years of his life was in solitude, doing penance in Himalayas. Remaining 38 years, he wrote 200 plus books, was the only person to have translated entire Indian scriptures. And he had a very close association with the Swamiji's movement and the ashram. Very great respect. We both cherished mutual love, respect and affection for a long period of time. So we hope for these efforts to continue going in years to come. And I know that people have taken pain at this hour to listen to this small deliberation that we had to present to everyone. And my thanks to every single listener for so patiently listening our words. And again, may not be the righteous setting where we are talking right now, but our heart was pure and our words were right. So thanks to every single listener.
Thank you very much. It was nicely improvised and very sweet. And just a short at the end about Baltic Study Center.
No, thank you, Swamiji. I forgot to mention that the Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya, the Dev Sanskrit University that we have taken a unique effort and initiative of establishing the Center for Baltic Culture and Studies, which is the first ever in the Asia in our premises and surroundings. And we continue to have a very strong collaboration with Lithuanian universities, Lithuanian academies. We have a strong collaboration with Lithuanian Ayurveda Academy, which is run by Professor Lina. Then we have got a strong collaboration with the Lithuanian Educational University, Vilnius University, YMU University of Kaunas, Lithuanian Academy of Health Sciences Kaunas, and many other organizations which you can find in the website of Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya. But the idea of creating the Baltic Center in Dev Sanskriti University was that more than the academic efforts, because there are many people who are working to talk about the commonalities and similarities between Lithuanian language and Sanskrit, Lithuanian culture in India. However, more efforts at the level of the common man are required to talk about other things where we are common. Like I come to Lithuania, I feel like I'm in my home. And people from Lithuania, they come to India and they feel like they are at home. And there is no way to explain that kind of feeling where we are literally feeling, even if the buildings are different, even if the roads are different, even if the traffic structure, everything else is different, but the feeling that we have is very unique. And to cherish that kind of feeling, we created this center. Everyone is invited. Anyone who is listening from Lithuanian background, you should remember that you have got another home in India, and it is in Haridwar. We already have got a teacher from Vilnius University, and we recently had a student of Swamiji's movement in Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya to stay there with us for 6 months. And it's constantly growing. Teachers are coming, students are coming. Lithuanian Ayurveda Academy have brought more than 4 batches of students in the leadership of Professor Lina, and it continues to grow relentlessly. So again, my heartfelt invitation to every single listener, and do come, and we will be very happy to host you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Brangus mūsų klubo nariai, video yra anglų kalboje, tai aš pasistengsiu čia artimiausiam dienom išversti lietuvių kalbą, kad visi nariai galėtų išgirsti ir suprasti šitą labai įdomią, labai svarbią žinią jums visiems. Ačiū jums labai, sėkmingo jums Akadašo ir susitiksime Vakadašo.